Hi there, welcome to another Qigong flow. This week we're in the slightly less scenic surroundings of my wintry garden in front of my shed, so sorry about that. But I did want to share a really lovely sequence with you, which I do a lot. Let's just begin with a bit of a shake to warm the body up. So plant your feet on the ground and just shake the body, letting the flesh really loosen and vibrate as you jiggle from side to side, and go as dynamically or as gently as you feel like doing today. With this, we want to just warm the body, get it feeling a little bit active, and release any stress or tension, any kind of held patterns that we're carrying in the body. So the sequence we're going to be doing is a really lovely sequence. It can be done any time of day. I like to do it personally in the evening at sunset. It's called Between Heaven and Earth, and it works with the 8 Extraordinary Meridians, which are 8 much deeper, bigger channels of energy, so separate to the organ meridians. And then when you've had a good shake, just allow that to slow down. We'll stand in Wuji for a moment. So remember, with Wuji, we want the feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward. Your spine is nice and long, so just relax the tailbone down towards the earth. We're not curling it up, but we want a nice, long, straight, relaxed bottom of the spine, and then the crown of the head is pulling up. Your arms are relaxed in front of the body, but hovering a little way off the surface, as if you're just carrying something underneath your arms. Fingers pointing down towards the earth. And your knees are very slightly soft. All the joints are soft. Try and relax your belly. And then we're going to place the hands on the lower dantian, so aiming for a couple of inches underneath the navel, and just take this opportunity to connect with that energy as you breathe in and out. Let the mind sink down into the belly and focus on that growing energy there, getting warmer, getting more intense with each inhale and exhale. So we want to try and cultivate this energy in the dantian a little before we begin the practice. Quite a nice way of doing this is to allow your mental focus to rest there with the breath. And you can use a visualization if you like, if it helps to visualize a glowing ball of light or energy or a flame going bigger and brighter with each breath. Or perhaps just tune into the feeling there with the warmth of your hands connecting with the energy in the belly. Just go quiet. Let the breath continue to allow the energy to build as you keep your attention there, breathing gently. And then once you feel the energy start to collect, you can start to rub the hands. Now trying to spread the energy out a little bit, so taking it out from its central position and starting to spread it out through the body. We'll begin with the abdomen. So this spiraling motion that you're making with the hands is just warming, activating, energizing. And we do this for a little while until the belly starts to feel really warm and active. So it's always a good idea before doing any of these energetic practices to focus on the lower dantian and the energy in the physical body, and try and cultivate it and boost it a little bit more, just so that we're working with a bit more throughout the practice. And this Between Heaven and Earth sequence is really nice. It's working with the 8 Extraordinary Meridians. So these are much deeper channels of energy, reservoirs of qi, if you like, which when they're topped up and plentiful will feed into the 12 organ meridians. It's also a really nice way of connecting with the ground beneath your feet, the earth, and with the heaven energy as well. So as human beings, we're a product of both of these energies, and This sequence allows us to cultivate both of them and balance them within the body. So when your belly feels nice and warm and active, you can bring your hands up to the middle dantian now. So bringing the hands up to the heart center. And hover the hands a little way from each other with the Lao Gong points on your palm level. And here we're going to breathe in at the center. And as you breathe out, we're going to spread the energy outwards laterally, pressing the palms out. Look at one hand and then turn to look at the other. And we do this a few times. So you breathe in, bringing the hands back towards one another, collecting energy in the center. And as you breathe out, spread it out through the body. Breathing in at the center, and then breathe out as you press. Just go at your own pace, and we'll do a few more. Then we bring the hands back into the center, move them around so that one is up, one's down, still palms are level. Breathing in at the center again, and as you breathe out, we spread the energy out on a vertical axis, so turning the palms away from one another, pressing up, pressing down, and as you breathe in, bringing them back into the middle dantian. So as you breathe out, push them away. You can glance up at the top hand and down at the bottom hand. This is the first time in the sequence we begin to play with those polarities of connecting with heaven as you push up, looking upwards, and earth as you look down. When you bring the hands back in to the center, just swap them around, and we do the same on the other side. And then fingertips face up, breathing in at the center. This time as you breathe out, pushing out front and back. So one hand is going to push round towards the back and the other hand is going to push forward at the front. You can turn to look at the back hand, then the front hand. Inhale the hands back to center. And then do it on the other side. Repeating a few times, alternating the sides. Come back to center, release the hands down, back down towards the earth. You're going to turn the palms up and inhale them up the side of the body, keeping your spine nice and straight. And then exhale the palms down the center line of the body, just sinking a little as you bring the hands and the chi down. Again, we'll repeat this a few times, connecting with the concept of energy as it rises up the back of the body and then sinks down the front of the body. Keeping the breathing nice and steady, adjusting the movement to fit with your breath pattern. And releasing the hands all the way down, we're going to reverse that movement. So starting with the palms facing up, this time we inhale, bringing the hands up the front of the body. So the cycle is reversed, rotating the palms up towards heaven, and then exhale, pressing down to the side, just sinking the body a little again. So now we're tuning in to the concept of energy as it flows up the Ren channel at the front of the body, through the head, and then down the Du channel at the back. And we'll repeat this a few times, keeping the breathing slow and steady. Returning back to center, working with a different meridian now. Just draw your hands up and a little way from the body. This is the Daimai, the belt or sash meridian, going around the body laterally. Breathe in as you turn to one side, and then breathe out as you twist around to the other. Keep your nice active open palms facing in towards the body. Try and relax the shoulders. It's as if you are guiding energy around the lateral section of the trunk with the palms of your hands, gently twisting from side to side. Do it a few more times. If you like, you can change sides, so just coming back to the center, you can breathe in going the other way. And then come back to the center. Lower the arms down, hands returning the energy back down towards the earth. And then we're going to take the hands up, hovering the palms just above the shoulders, connecting with heaven. This one involves a little bit of a squat, so you can take the feet out a tiny bit wider if that's more comfortable, but you don't have to squat very far. You can just soften the knees if that's all you feel like doing. But we breathe in as we squat down and we breathe out as we push up. So that's what we're doing with the physical body. The attention, we start off focusing on the back channels of the body all the way down from fingers to toes, and then focusing on the front channels as you push up. So as you breathe in, you're focusing on energy moving down the channels of the back, and as you breathe out, you're focusing on energy pushing up from the toes up to the fingers. So we'll do it a few times with this focus. Then you can change the focus. So as you breathe in and squat down, you're focusing on energy running down the channels of the front of the body. So we're reversing it. As you breathe out, you're pushing up the channels at the back. So inhaling, focusing on energy running down the front from hands to feet. Exhale, pushing it up the back. And again, repeat this a few more times. And then just lower the hands, coming back to center. Give the body a little bit of a shake after that if you need to. Come back to Wuji for a moment, breathing gently. And then just rest the hands on the hips. You're going to bring the weight onto one foot and place the other foot onto the ground, connecting just underneath the ball of the foot. So we're connecting our Yongchuan point, beginning of the kidney meridian, and start to spiral the foot. So we're kind of spiraling on the ball, and that spiraling movement is working its way up the leg in a kind of serpentine fashion. So eventually your whole body and your hips are getting into the spiral as well. This is a way that we can connect with the spiraling energy that comes up from the earth and just position the body so that it's able to fully absorb that yin energy rising upwards. So you do it a few times going one way, and then you can change direction and start spiraling the other way. Throughout this, try and keep your breath slow and steady. Then you can change over onto the other foot. And again, continue the spiraling motion. Breathing gently, allowing the body to be a conduit and receptacle for this earth energy. Come back to center. So placing both feet flat on the ground now, we're connecting a different part of the body. Sink your tailbone, and then just in front of the tailbone you have a point on your perineum called the Huiyin point. So that is what is connecting with the spiraling energy. And then you can start to move it in a spiral. It doesn't have to be a big movement. So from the outside it just looks like your hips are spiraling. And again, you go a few times one way, letting that yin earth energy spiral up through the center of the body, up through the thrusting meridian, Then you can go a few times the other way, keeping the breath slow, steady, nourishing the body. So positioning key points on the body and moving in this spiraling motion helps us absorb the energy from earth, but we can also do the same with the heaven energy. So take your palm, face it up towards heaven, start to spiral. The Lao Gong point on the hand in the palm is absorbing that yang energy this time, spiraling downwards, coming all the way through the arm and into the body to balance and harmonize the yin. You can do a few times going one way, a few times going the other. You can just glance up at the hand. You don't have to strain the neck at all. Change onto the other hand and do a few with this. And place the hands back on the hips. Now we're working with the crown of the head. Just gently pull it up, connecting your Bai Hui point with the heaven energy. Start to spiral the Bai Hui point. Again, just almost getting into the groove, allowing this warmer, effervescent yang energy to spiral all the way down through the center of the body, energizing the system. Do a few times going one way and then change direction, spiral the other way. Then we're going to release the hands down and do a little bit of connecting. So palms facing the earth, nice long spine, relaxed joints, relaxed muscles, soft belly, breathing, soaking up some of this yin energy from the earth up through the palms, up through the feet and legs, into the body. You can spread the arms out to the side, palms still down, still focused on the earth energy. Allowing it to rise up, nourish the body. And then for some heaven energy, just rotate your palms. Let it flow down, absorbed by the hands, still coming in through the crown of the head as well. That's why we try to keep a nice straight spine while we're practicing, so we're always open for that downward and upward flow of energy. And then to finish, you can push the hands up over the head and draw down a little bit more of the yang energy. So palms facing up. You can also tilt the face if it's not too uncomfortable, just to let the third eye point between the brow absorb some of this yang energy as well. But keep your neck long. And then once we've absorbed as much as we can, filled up our channels, just press the palms out to the side. Just send a little energy out into our energetic field, replenishing it, making it brighter and stronger. And then softening the hands with the palms facing forward, we're just going to sweep the arms through the energetic field and bring it in towards the body. So just almost pressing it closer towards the surface of the body, like a comfort blanket. And then to close the practice, just going to do a little bit of clearing and releasing. So for this, draw the hands back towards the shoulders, taking a really nice deep breath. And then exhale through the mouth, releasing, pushing forwards with the palms, sinking the knees. And we'll repeat this a couple more times. And release the hands down. Just take a moment to connect with the earth, connect with the heavens, nice straight spine, keeping everything relaxed and open, allowing that energy to flow both up through the ground, down from the heavens and around the body. And crossing over the hands, connect them with the energy in the lower dantian, just taking a moment to let the energy settle back down here before we close the practice. Thank you for joining me for another Qigong sequence. I'll be back very soon, but I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how you get on in the comments. Until next time.